Hi there, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to discuss a very common question that we get. Probably opens up with, I need a charger for my mobility scooter battery because it's not charging. From that question, we try, where possible, to ask some questions because 9 times out of 10, they don't actually need a new charger. It's their batteries. First question we ask is why they think they need a new charger, and uh, the answers can be varied. It's a brand new battery. I've only used it once, but the scooter's not working. And when you get to the bottom of when they put the battery in, it was a year ago and it's been sitting in the garage for the last year, but they've only used it once and the battery won't work, so it must be the charger. Well, no, if it's not been charged every 4 weeks, that battery is now scrap. And the only place that is good for will be the rag and bone men. I can't really see them getting a goldfish for it. They might get a balloon. They take a shovel and a bucket out there. They might get a little bit of extra situation for the roses. The best way of knowing whether your charger is gone is probably initially looking for the light when you plug it into the wall socket. If there's a light on it, then I would say almost definitely there's probably nothing wrong with the charger. If you then keep looking at that light, plug it into the socket on the mobility box, you can see that this light did not change. So you've got a couple of items to go for here. You've got the fuse, which is on this box, is on the front of the box. In other boxes they might be inside. They're normally 3 or 5 amp. So what we'll do is we'll look at this fuse and see if this fuse has gone. We'll just pull it out. Certainly looks okay. You can see the line in it. You can see where it doesn't appear to be a break. It's not always 100%. Sometimes the break can be a tiny fracture. So it's not 100% indication, but what we'll do is we'll test the continuity. That is whether it's broken. So on a voltmeter, if you've got one, we will just test the continuity. We'll swap it all the way around to there. We'll check that that is functioning. So that's working. We could, and you could probably hear it as well. We'll put it across the fuse. So we know the fuse is working. So it's not going to be that. We'll put the fuse back in. We can see the charger's not working. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at the voltage of the batteries. Now this is a 24 volt box with two 12 volt batteries. We should be getting 24 volt out of the bottom. Let's try and put this where you might be able to see it. You can probably see it there. So we'll swap it over to 200 volts because we've got 20 volts or we've got 200 volts. Because this is 24 volt, we'll go above 20 volt and see if we've got 25 volts or 24 volts coming out of there. Now that says we've got 11 volts. We'll just take it down to 20 volts. Yeah, 11 volts. So that's 11 volts across two batteries. Now this hasn't just been put in, it's been in there a long time. So we can be pretty certain there's probably something wrong with the batteries. So we'll just take out the screws holding the box together and we'll have a look inside and we see if we can sort this situation out. Now obviously if all of this is a little bit too much, we do a collection and fitting service. where we pick up your box in a large tote box. You put your box inside the door, inside our box at the door. It comes back to us, and we can open the box and advise what you need inside. It's a minimal charge. Does take probably 2 days worth of courier travelling, but apart from that, if it's here in the morning, we normally get it dealt with the same day. Now the fuses that we spoke about before, if one is missing, you can pick those up easily enough from Halfords, probably a petrol station. You've probably got a spare one in your car. They're next to no money, 20 pence, 30 pence, not a lot. Last screw now, bear with me. The other issue we often get is where someone's bought the scooter second hand and they don't know any history of the batteries. Now, it may well be the same situation where someone has said they've put in a new battery, but you don't know how long it's been sitting on in a garage or the shelf. And that's it. So without history of the batteries, it is hard to determine. Obviously, if it was bought second hand from a scooter dealer, then take it back to them, let them deal with it. But if it's been bought second hand on Facebook, Marketplace or somewhere like that, then you are really restricted to dealing with it yourself. Right, so this is the box open. We've got 2 batteries in there. Should have 24 volts, and we have considerably less. So let's have a quick look to see what we got here. Yeah, so that's only just over a volt. This one's 11 volts. So there's not enough voltage in the box for the charger to work, for the charger to recognise. One of these batteries is less volts than the other, so there may well have been a fault, or it may well have just dwindled out over a long period of time. Talking about things when, if you ever open a box up and you see it swollen like this means it's been overcharged. And these bumps here, which I can't really show very well, means it's been left on a charger and it's just charging too much. It's got no capacity, nowhere to go. Quite often you'll get one battery that's very swollen and perhaps one not. That means that the one that's not swollen as much is probably the damaged one, and the other one has been trying to get up to the same capacity. But anyway, we've got 2 batteries. They're 2 little volt. Now I can prove that they are not working as they should just by swapping. I mean, these batteries I'm putting on now, I know are 12 volts, but they've got no capacity. So they'll move a scooter about 10 feet. But just to prove that these 2 I'm taking out are stopping the charger from working, then we'll just chuck these in. Let's chuck the charger back in and let's see if it's made a difference. So the light is green. Plug that in. There you go. And the charger is now charging. So it's charging these 2 batteries. But these batteries are way below par. They'll move the scooter a few yards and that's it. So these have got 12 volts each, but they're still no good for the mobility device, and it's not the charger. it's the batteries. Many people think it's a good idea to buy budget batteries. If you buy budget batteries, all you're doing is probably throwing away money, because they'll need to be replaced that much quicker. Buy good batteries and they'll last. And if you buy batteries, they must be if they're not being used, they must be recharged every 4 weeks. Else you're just throwing them away. I think that probably covers everything we need to sort out with the charger. With the charger's working, these batteries need replacing, obviously. And that's about it, really. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Bye.